Welcome to Alistair Davies Golf. Today we're going to have a little look at Justin Rose's golf swing and his Trackman data and look at the things that make him so successful. This footage was taken from 2011, but I think is still fairly relevant to where he is right now. First we'll look at his data. He creates, this is with a 7-iron, he creates exceptional speed, higher than certainly tour average. You notice with his path and face angle, it's a slight kind of fade bias as we call it. The path is further left than the face, but both of them are left than the target. So this will create a tiny bit of left to right curvature, a slight tilted axis spin of 2.1 degrees to the right. So that fairly matches the face to path. It's slightly probably more than that, so it might be fractionally Healy contact, but it's fairly close to center. This would be from the point of view of spin. His smash factor is down a little bit on what it should be for this club. So we might find the location of the ball might be slightly off center, maybe more horizontally sort of, or vertically rather, sort of top to bottom. So there might be a slight misstrike. It is only one shot we're looking at after all. And the distance is fairly appropriate, I'd say. Other things to look at is swing plane's an excellent number, very much tour average. Spin rate's a little bit higher than normal. But, you know, a lot of very solid data here that we'd want to see with most players, providing they want to hit the ball left to right. So if we just toggle through his swing here and have a look at it, his setup initially, the one thing I'd say about his setup is his hands are a little bit lower than I'd like, and his left arm is visible at address, meaning that his probably forearms are slightly open, and possibly his shoulders a tad too. And in the right-hand screen, I'd probably say his weight with his pelvis is slightly behind the golf ball. I'd like to see that push a bit more to a target for a neutral swing anyway, a neutral path. Backswing starts very, very good, apart from the club face stays a fraction too closed for me as it goes back. In the second phase of the swing, for me, the shaft plane gets a little bit too upright, and his weight and pelvis start to reverse towards target. So he gets the weight going slightly into his left side a touch too much. And we'll see his head there favors nearer target than where it was at the start of the swing as a setup. And you'll see his right hip there is reversed, or his pelvis is reversed, moved towards target a bit and loaded that left knee. And that left knee bends quite a lot towards the ground, you know, with the compression towards his left toes. This causes his left wrist just to cup a little bit and the face to open. Again, this might be what he's trying to do to hit this little fade shot. I don't know what the player's thinking. Downswing, the club moves down nicely. He gets a little bit of early extension, which we see in most players a little bit, and returns the shaft plane roughly to where it should do, into sort of a raised position from where it was at address, which is fairly normal. But you'll see here his forearms are fairly neutral, and again his path is, you know, only 1.2 degrees out to in, so it's virtually nothing. And then just post impact for me, his hands move away from the plane line a little bit, and his wrists rotate a little bit. Now this might be a little bit of subconsciousness because he is fading the ball, trying to reduce the amount of fade. And again, I'd want to see more shots to see if this is something that was a consistent pattern he did or why, and look at more shots just to get a grips of how he moves through this area. I know it's something that's been noted before. He does sort of tend to close the face down a lot post-impact. But obviously an exceptional player with really, really good data, which backs up why he's a good player. And again, if you're looking for pretty much a fade model from a point of view of face and path, this is pretty close to what you'd want to see.